What is up, guys? So I wanted to do a quick video tonight about something that is near and dear to my heart, which is politics. My friends will tell you I love it. I keep up with too much of it. I waste too much time following it. But we're in an election year, and my goodness, are people fired up. So I thought I would say just a few things about something I care a lot about in the hopes that maybe it will help a few of you. We all know there's a lot of angry people right now, and there's a lot of reasons why. Got the big election coming up. You'd think it was like next week with the way people are talking about it, but it's still 100 days away, 3 months. So there's still a lot of time for a lot of people to be angry and to make mistakes that they probably would regret. So why are people so angry? Well, the political parties on both sides want to divide us. They want to do that. They want us to stir us up, make us angry, get us to send our money in, get us to come to, I guess we can't come to events, but at least focus on what they think is the most important thing. We all know the media is just as bad or almost as bad, maybe worse. They want the clicks, they want the views, they want people paying attention. So election, parties, media, you combine all three of those and throw in the coronavirus, and man, are people just losing their minds. And we've all seen that because of this, there are real people getting hurt. Even something as simple as someone losing their temper over wearing a mask or something and then getting recorded, the video going viral, people losing their jobs, which affects their family, their career. The economy is tough enough right now, so that's a big deal. We've all seen violence at some of the protests, and even some of the protests that aren't violent. Sometimes both sides show up. It leads to fistfights. We've all seen that, and as you probably know, in Austin, Texas, there was someone that was literally killed in a shooting. So both sides way too hot, way too angry. So I had a few ideas. I was thinking, how do I try to keep my cool? Obviously, I'm trying to sell books. Obviously, I can't afford to lose half of my readers, as authors often joke. So you will not see me post something for the left or the right. It's not in my benefit to do so, and honestly, I'm not going to change anyone's mind, so why would I want to do that? So, but a few things I thought might help some people, because you may be on the left or you may be on the right, and you're probably a little fired up about things. First, do the old-fashioned thing Abraham Lincoln used to say: when you're angry, just wait before you spout off. Abraham Lincoln used to say, write an angry letter, wait 2 weeks to send it, make sure you still feel the way that you think you feel. So step one, relax. Don't do what you're thinking about doing. Just chill out. Second tip that I have: listen to the other side some. We all get in our own little silos, and we're only listening to the same stuff that reinforces our own views, and we can't figure out why the other side is thinking this or that, which we think is absurd. Well, go listen to some of it from at least some of the reasonable people on that side. There may be something that changes your mind. A lot of times I've found if I'm really bugged about something, I'll purposely go read stuff from the side I don't agree with at the time, and I'm like, well, okay, I see, at least I understand, and that helps calm me down. The third thing, don't shout, don't get so angry, stop posting aggressive and mean things on Facebook and Twitter. If you have a view, we all have, free speech, but that can come with a cost. Tone it down. More importantly, I don't know about you, but I get tired of seeing people's stuff on Facebook and Twitter, and so it's affecting our relationships. I read somewhere that when you go to someone's house for a barbecue, you don't walk in the door and then shout out, I believe this about politics, and I believe this about religion. And why don't we do those things? Because it's a good way to get a house to leave the party. So if that's the case in real life, then why in the world of social media do we constantly post things that are just aggressive and that are literally offensive to our friends? Why do we do that? Do you think that makes you pleasant? Do you think that makes people want to see what you're up to? No, it doesn't, and it's not changing their minds, so don't do that. One final point I wanted to make is there are people on the left and right who are very, very angry right now, and they're protesting on both the left and the right. I would not suggest that under any circumstances. A, crowds are dangerous. You get mob mentality. B, there could be an active shooter situation. You get a lot of people involved. Both sides are very angry, and extremists on both sides are probably thinking about very irresponsible acts. I would not go to any protest under any circumstance. You're just putting yourself at risk. If you're on the left, you're just encouraging the Trump administration to send more federal troops, which is, could affect voting. That's how you should look at it. Don't go, just vote. If you're on the right and you think Antifa is the worst thing in the world and there's all these crazy socialist commies, Antifa, whatever, don't go. Why would you put yourself in that situation? Even if you're armed and you get involved in a shooting, you don't want the civil litigation. You don't want to deal with an investigation. Don't go. If you got to defend your property, I understand, but just don't get involved in that mess. And finally, just a personal thought. You know what I miss? I miss the days when we didn't have to be on the left or the right, and we didn't have to all be loyal, and we could look at the president and say, you know what? I support him or I don't support him, but I agree with that decision or I disagree with that decision, and we could all have reasonable debate, and then maybe that issue would shift. But that has all changed, and I won't say what time period it changed because you're going to label me one way or the other. It's been happening, moving that way for decades. But regardless, let's all start remembering to communicate to each other and to be nicer, and to remember we're all Americans and we're all in this together. We all get to vote soon. Don't do anything stupid. Don't lose your job. So again, in closing, wait before you spout off. Try listening to the other side. And I can't remember my last one. Yeah, and if you're going to speak out, just tone it down some. I think if you do these things, you will things will work out better for you and for all of us. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks so much. Hope everyone's doing well.